Absolutely. Flatter, lighter on my feet.
Less pump.
Significantly less pump. So the pump I got while I was full blast is night and day compared to the pump I get now. It's hard to even call it a pump on TRT.
This is where we get the fake weights out for myself. Fake bumper plates.
Yeah, maybe me as well moving forward. Like, how's Larry so strong and he's only on TRT? Like, something's up with those plates. Remember Jesse James?
Yeah.
Maybe those fake plates are still here. I don't know.
Yes, yes, good. Easy, come on. Push, yes. Push. Good.
Well, out of control. Timeline.
Welcome back to the channel. Here we are at Strong Gym HQ. I'm with Simon from Birmingham, right?
How you all doing? That's right, yep.
And he has a gym out there, which I will be visiting in a couple short weeks for the Arnold's UK.
Ultimate Fitness Birmingham.
Thanks for the plug. Today, I'm going to be testing what my training max is for the next 12 weeks. So, as I mentioned in my previous video, I am 175 milligram TRT per week, and I want to see what I'm capable of prepping on this amount. And so that's what we're here to do today. I already tested my deadlift, which is about 80% of my 1R max, at least what I thought my 1R max was at the time. And I did 660 for 3 reps, okay? So today, I'm gonna do the warm-ups, see how they feel, work up to 75, 80%. I'm assuming my 1R max at this very moment is somewhere around 700-ish, low 700s. So I'll be basing my 80% off of that, and then I'll be working with John Gaglione to build my training for the next 12 weeks. So really excited to see what I'm capable of on 175 a week on legit TRT doses. And what is there to say? Just ready to get to work?
Yeah, I'll be doing the same, but obviously not Larry's poundages, so wish me luck. Yeah, let's get into
We
the
look
video.
pretty strong, man, so.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's see what.
Yep.
I'll say one thing, getting into position when you lose weight, so much easier.
How much have you lost? How much weight have you lost?
I've only lost 4 kg.
Only 4 kg?
Yeah, but you know, when you come off, everything's a bit looser.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Easier to hit squat depth, that's for sure. Hips more mobile. And this is just the bar. Usually I'll need about 100 kg before I can hit this low. Yeah. Generally, what kind of training do you do? It looks like a bit of a hybrid.
Yeah, hypertrophy mainly. Obviously been bodybuilding for 25 years, so it's all bodybuilding related. So strength training isn't my forte. I've got a few niggles. I know there are excuses, but I'll give it a go. Whatever you want to do, I'll follow you. Yeah.
Brilliant. I think because it's not your forte, as you said, let's play it safe.
Play it safe, yeah. I don't want to be tearing any muscles. I've seen previous videos. I don't know.
Larry Wheels is real.
Larry, yeah. So I'll do what I can anyway. No excuses.
Awesome.
Okay.
I play with the rep size the week it's heavier.
I normally squat last. I normally do my leg extensions, hamstring leg extensions, leg press, hack squats. I always squat last because I always feel safer when I'm sort of really warmed up. If I squat at the beginning, I know I'll end up tearing something, so God forbid it's going to happen today.
No, don't say that, dude.
Don't jinx me.
Don't say that. Don't say that. We'll just be smart with the percentages we're using today, right? And while I did mention it's an AMRAP at 75 to 80%, that's going to be leaving 1 or 2 reps in the tank, so I'm not going to complete failure. Okay. And when you go to failure, your form gets sloppy, that's when you generally can get hurt.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Risk injury goes up much higher.
You've got the grip in the middle, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a proper squat bar, so it doesn't slide down your back.
Or is it like 20 kilo?
This one is 25, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
a bit strange not looking in the mirror, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I was just going to say that for a huge guy, you have great shoulder mobility.
Yeah.
Your chest stays erect, your elbows are forward.
Yeah, I've got good flexibility in my shoulders.
So see, I grab here at the collars because I don't have good shoulder mobility.
You have to have it wider.
If I go close like you, I end up looking like this. Elbows will go up, back around. So if you have the same issue as me, widen your grip until wherever that is on the bar, you can have your chest erect, elbows forward. This is going to be your strongest position. If you're mimicking another lifter, like him for example, with good mobility, and you grab closer than you're able to do, you're going to end up looking like this. You're squatting like this, your lower back around, your upper back around, elbows will go up, and that's how you get a back injury. That's significantly raises your risk of injury. So
yeah, I've got very good ankle mobility as well. So when I squat, I'm very upright. I don't lean forward because I've got a lot of people with tight Achilles heels. They tend to lean forward, don't they?
exactly.
So I make sure I've got very good ankle mobility.
Do you work on your mobility at all?
I try to do it as often as I can, probably 3-4 times a week.
Oh, okay, that's pretty often.
Yeah. I'm like a classic car, it takes me a while to warm up.
Hey, better patience, sorry.
Secret weapon.
What's your secret, man?
You're feeling all the effects coming out of your system, like feeling just a bit like flatter.
Absolutely. Flatter, lighter on my feet.
Less pump.
Significantly less pump. So the pump I got while I was full blast is night and day compared to the pump I get now. It's hard to even call it a pump on TRT. You never get that
It's like
pump.
treading water in it, the way I can see it. I slowly tread the water, you slowly start sinking. But I came off totally didn't want to get this one, came for 18 months, and the first, so 3 to 6 months, they're the hardest. I think once you get past that 6 month stage, and it's a sort of slow climb back to normal, whatever normal is.
Fair enough. And I was off TRT even, completely off.
Everything, yeah.
That's real commitment.
Yeah, it was. I had a goal in mind, but we didn't get it in the end. So eventually, I went back on TRT, which within 2 weeks felt back to normal. Yeah.
So now on TRT versus on blast, how much of a difference do you notice?
Night and day. Night and day, yeah.
From TRT and a blast?
Yeah. I mean, it's just TRT. It's just everything's even. You start feeling a bit better about yourself, training's a bit better, but on a blast, you've got more aggressive, training's more aggressive, you just feel more motivated. It is night and day, definitely.
Absolutely.
For me anyway.
No, 100%. I remember when I did my prep most recently for the 422 kg deadlift, and I was only on trend acetate for 3 days. Was it 4 days? Yeah, 4 days, and my physique changed dramatically in 4 days.
Trend's fast acting anyways.
It's incredible, yeah. But that's an example of what a blast is, right?
Yeah.
And I was just testing trend, let alone test, trend,
Okay.
orals, sling, growth,
Okay.
right? So, and then from
All the good
TRT's
stuff.
perspective and all the other good stuff, yeah.
That's what makes the difference.
Absolutely. Which is all the more reason why, my 10 years of using, I've never prepped on just TRT.
Okay.
So I
This is
started.
new territory for you then.
Absolutely.
That's good.
I'd be on TRT dosage, which would be 250, not even real TRT, like a mini cycle. And that would last for about a month or two.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be prepping, I'd just be chilling.
Yeah.
So I had no clue what I could have accomplished on just those dosages
I
alone.
think a lot of it's psychological as well. When you know you're sort of on way smaller doses, you start thinking, I'm not on less gear. So you got to sort of get your mind around that. The way I thought, you got to try and attack it like you are on a cycle. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
As much as you can.
100%. But I will mention that stamina
Yes.
is so much better.
Definitely, yeah.
I trained with Andrew, and I remember training with Andrew before he is the behemoth he is now. This is about 2-3 years ago, and I was really struggling to keep up. Now the tables have turned.
Yeah, he's struggling to keep up with you.
Exactly. It's just like, you know.
He struggled to keep up with me yesterday as well. That's what I say.
Did he actually?
You did, yeah. I was in the same weights as him. I thought, you're 290 pound, I'm probably 200 pounds, 210 pound. You got 80 pound on me, so. And I know he's probably 2 weeks out from the Arnold Classic, so he's on low carbs, but
exactly.
He's got a ton of muscle more than me.
And that's what it comes down to. Like, he has, 40 pounds on me, maybe 100 pounds on you,
yes, exactly,
and that shows in training. I mean, no doubt he's stronger, but his recovery between sets and how much he sweats.
Yeah.
All that shows.
Felt like I needed a battery charger in him, wake him up.
Yeah, but 2 weeks out, I mean, you only have so much energy in you anyway.
And he's been dieting a long time as well.
Yeah, because he's doing shows back to back.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Rest assured, he's definitely.
What's that?
I think your butt's and your ankles. You're definitely going to that. So around 365, around was that? Around 160 kg?
5 reps.
Yeah. Around 160, 170?
Depends if I'm on TRT. Normally, my best ever, I never go below 5 reps. My best ever is 220 for 12 reps.
Okay. Beautiful.
180, 200 for 20 reps.
Wow.
So it's always been high rep range.
Okay.
So I'm a very good hack squatter. I'm okay at squatting, but hack squat's my thing. But 220 for 12. I've done probably 240, 250 for 5 reps.
Okay. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
200 for 20 reps.
220 reps. Yeah.
Oh, those 20 rep squat sets are cardio.
That's non-stop. I've got it on video, I'll show you.
That's sick. So no rest in between the reps.
Probably 2 seconds.
Still, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll show you after. Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Probably about the same body weight.
Same
Probably
body
about
weight, okay.
95 kilos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you had to guess how many reps you could do like today, not that I'm encouraging you to do it,
Have as many reps as possible.
if you had to do that same challenge, 200 kg for reps, what do you think would you get in your current state?
I'll probably get 10 reps. So I've not squatted for a long time, probably every year. So, maybe 10 reps.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Considering you're not in a condition to do that.
No, not at all. No. I'm very out of condition, just to let you know. But
You and me both. That's what we're here for, to build that back up. Okay. This is easy 5, sir. Yep. Chilling. There it is. Okay. Alright. Beautiful.
Lightweight.
Oh yeah, that definitely was right. That's how you've been training all these years.
Yeah.
But if you adopted a low bar powerlifting stance, you would squat more 100%. I love it. Easy way.
What weight before you start putting straps on?
Generally 5 plates.
Yeah.
So I'll do one more warm set without him. I'll put the wraps on at 5. And top set likely will be 5 1/4, maybe 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't had more than 5 plates on my back in about 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
So.
Obviously, you had a back injury, didn't you?
Sorry?
You had a back injury?
Had back injury. Before that, I was doing strongman training.
Okay.
So there was 0 squats, just leg press and extension. So there was no.
So is this your first time squatting in?
Third.
Third time, okay.
Third time, yeah. Last week I did 180 for 20.
Okay.
And that was non-stop, no rest in between reps. And definitely had a tank. I was really happy with that. So today I'm suspecting I'm around 240, 250 kg for 3 to 5.
What's the most you've ever squatted for like 1 rep?
I've done 410 with sleeves, no reps.
Yeah.
And that was 4 years ago.
I work with plates, so how many plates is that?
9 plates,
9 plates.
And 10.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Right, exactly, that was fun. No problem. Right, with you. Yep. No problem. Easy.
What shall I do next?
Okay, I'll go 5 with wraps.
No, for me, I mean.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Since you've already done your 5 rep max, I say let's call it for the day.
Yeah.
That's a really good place to be.
Yeah.
And you still had maybe 1 or 2 in the tank.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we wanted today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just leave it at that, yeah?
Yeah, and save energy for the bench.
Bench, my favourite. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, it's, like I said, I don't squat normally first, but it is a bit of an eye-opener. But yeah, I felt I did have a few more reps, but like I said, we're being safe today, and not silly. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this will be my first rep with wraps. Like I mentioned to Simon a bit earlier in the video, this is my 3rd week back squatting. During the prep for the big deadlift I did, the 422 kg deadlift, there was no squats. And the prep after that got cut short because of the back injury, no squats. So today is not the best representation of where my squat could be on TRT. I'm sure maybe it's 550 or 600 for 3 to 5 reps. I'm sure I can get up to 650, 700-ish for a single on these on 175 a week. I think 700 is the goal. I'd be content with that at 175 per week. So, but that will be after 12 weeks of prep. Like when I'm peaked, I think that's what's reasonable. For today, 550, 600, somewhere around that range for 5 reps, I think is reasonable in reps. Let's give it a shot. You know, when there's a long layoff from squatting, the actual squat itself doesn't feel foreign, it's the weight on your back.
Yeah, the compression of your spine, isn't it?
Exactly. And if you're squatting week by week by week, eventually you just won't really feel it on your back anymore. You feel really rigid, and you can work up to 1 rep max and you'll still feel comfortable unracking it. But when you had a long layoff and you're not conditioned for squats, you just feel like it's crushing you.
Believe it or not, Larry, I was your height when I first started squatting. So over the years, I am what I am now. 5'7" on a good day.
Good to know. So guys, we're done for the workout. No more squats. I'm gonna go straight to bench. So I'm gonna use that excuse. Like I used to be 6'3", but 10 years of squatting and PDs, now I'm 6 foot. Yeah.
Are you 6 foot, are you?
6 foot,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll take that.
6'1" in high heels, you know. With the right Jordans on. All right, ready, Truth?
Yeah.
He's gonna grab my knee real quick. With the PR knee wraps found on purelifestyle.com. It's been a long time since he hasn't wrapped either, so hopefully he hasn't forgotten.
Hope so.
Gotta go up. the wrap was good actually. I felt a good amount of support.
I'd say half a plate.
Only 6 plates. That'd be very, very reasonable for today. Hit that for 5 if I can. But John, pretty sure it was John. He gave a very good tip last time I was out in New York last year, and I was prepping for a meet. And the tip was when wrapping, don't cover this muscle here, because then it stops it from properly contracting. And if you have the wrap too high, I'm just going off of feel here when I say this, I don't feel there's any benefit in the wrap. You're getting all the benefit from the joint, so wrapping the joint is where you want to cover. So when you squat, you'll quite literally feel your knee going forward into the wrap. If you wrap it too high, like I've been doing my first few years of powerlifting, trying to learn the wrap and not understanding how the wrap really works, and it just feels like you're getting a lot of compression, but no aid. You're not getting any real support.
Have you felt a difference using it, the new way, the new technique?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can literally feel my knee going forward into the wrap and getting a spring.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but in the past, I would wrap too high, and it just feels like I'm getting compression.
Yeah,
but
you think
no
getting
assistance.
higher would equate to more support, wouldn't you? But I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. And then like this muscle I would be covering in the past, this muscle here. So by wrapping, especially if you wrap it fully super tight, it stops you from properly contracting.
Okay, yes.
So if anything, I always felt my squat and wraps were worse because of the way I was wrapping it.
Yeah, I've never used straps when I'm squatting. I use elbow sleeves, but that's what I'll use, elbow straps. Interesting.
You know, but you know, this gear is specifically for powerlifting, strongman. So your bodybuilding, I don't see the real point of this. And if you're looking at for joint support, you can just, like I said, use a sleeve, or like a really light wrap.
You use salts or anything there?
Yeah, but for today, I don't want to go too crazy deliberately. Okay. I want to leave a couple in the tank. I don't want to go balls to the wall because I really am not conditioned to do that yet.
So go 4 or 5 reps.
Yeah, that's the goal. 5 reps, hopefully with a couple still left in the tank. Okay. That's the idea.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see.
Come on in, let's go. Let's see it. Keep it tight. Yes, yes, good. Easy, come on. Perfect. Come on, easy, come on, up. Let's see it, come on. Good job.
Yeah, it was super low on my back. Rookie mistake. But
how did that feel?
besides the sliding, because I didn't have the placement right, good actually.
That looked like you could have done a lot more.
Well, good.
The plan was to leave a few in the tank, wasn't it?
The plan was to leave 2 reps in the tank, just for John to write a training max for me to base my percentages moving forward off of, and of course keep risk of injury low. Mind you guys, I haven't squatted this heavy in probably about 6 months. Yeah. I've squatted, but nowhere near this amount because I was prioritizing strongman. But I'm super happy with that. So what's your best bench?
So when I was at my best and strongest, I mean, I've never been a great bench presser, so it would be 180 for 1 rep. So I always found when I used to bench press to be more shoulder movements, so it'd be less on the chest. So I always, as bodybuilding was sort of my goal, to do more isolation stuff like flies, machine work. Bench press never really helped build my chest, so obviously I had my pec injury, which sort of stopped me from bench pressing. But we'll see what we can do today.
But that happened 25 years ago, you said?
20 years ago, doing some silly weight on incline flies. Obviously, flies is not a heavy movement, so obviously been a bit stupid, overextended and tore my upper chest. But I've had it reattached, as you can see, the scars there. You thought it was quite a new scar, didn't you?
It looks like a new scar, honestly.
I had it reattached 7 years after the injury, believe it or not, because the first surgeon I went to see, he said there was no point doing it, but because I wanted to carry on competing, I thought I needed to be fixed for me to continue bodybuilding and progressing in the sport.
Okay, and so that reattachment That's a reattachment scar then.
Yeah, that's a reattachment scar. So let's go under there, pin the tendons back under and stitch it up there. So it's actually stronger, but there's sort of no muscle fibers there, so it's sort of
A little
flat.
bit of a dent.
Bit of a dent, yeah.
Yeah, when you have a permanent injury like that, it's a bit of a bummer for bodybuilding.
Yeah, because obviously the chest is sort of one of the main focal points when you're sort of on stage, and you don't really see it in many poses, but front lat spread, most muscular, you see it. Other poses, it's not really relevant, but if you're going for the perfect physique, then obviously torn chest isn't ideal. That's Ryan Crowley.
Yeah, we see his struggle, no doubt. And we're gonna move on to bench. Same plan, work up to a top set about 75-80%, 5 reps. For me, at this moment, 180 for 5 would be okay. 200 for 5, I think, would be more realistic and very, very feasible for today's workout. So that's the goal for me.
This is where we get the fake weights out for myself, fake bumper plates.
Yeah, maybe me as well moving forward. Like, how's Larry so strong and he's only on TRT? Like, something's up with those plates. Remember Jesse James?
Yeah.
Maybe those fake plates are still here. I don't know. I gotta take a look around. Wasn't 10, but yeah, I can't count, so you guys know that already. So lifts moving forward will all be to competition standard because in 12 weeks from today, I will be doing a mock meet and I need to practice how I play. So with that said though, I'm still going to be using the elbow wrap all throughout because it's just a mock meet after all. And because I'm arm wrestling, I can't bench and arm wrestle in the same week. But to get better arm wrestling, I need to practice weekly. And if I do that, I have this intense brachialis bicep pain, which is completely eliminated using the wraps. Okay. So it could be a 10 out of 10, can't bench 100 kg because it's so excruciating. Crank the wraps up and it's gone. And I'm just not just trying to plug my product, but for those listening with the same issue, they really do work for many reasons. But the biggest aid for me, not just getting a few extra pounds on the bar, but is the pain relief from the brachialis inflammation you get with arm wrestling. But they do add a bit much, like 10%.
Is it a wrap or a sleeve?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, okay.
And it's very thick material.
I might try some today actually, because I've got a bit of an elbow issue.
Okay.
I'll try them today and let you know.
Please do, yeah. Try out the green ones we have.
Yeah.
Good. Yep.
That could have been a viral video.
Yeah.
Better. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Easy. Beautiful. So these are the light edition of the PR elbow wraps. Why light? Because if you're a competitive powerlifter and you're training in the heavy duty ones that I usually train with, the black and green ones you see, that's going to give you an inaccurate representation of what your bench is. Those wraps can give you as much as 10% on your bench, which if you're benching 500 pounds, that could be 50 pounds on your bench. It's a lot. So if you're training with these wraps all the way up to prep, up until comp day, you remove them and try and bench what you were pressing with the wraps, you're not going to be anywhere close. So these are useful if you have bicep brachialis pain, elbow pain, as he mentioned, and are competitively lifting and don't want a superficial inflated bench, because these won't add any poundage to your bench. Because your bench raw and with these will be roughly the same. You're not
just
putting,
takes the pain away from the bench. And
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a step above a sleeve as far as support and compression,
yeah.
but a step below the heavy duty green ones we have. It's good to know. You said no pain.
Yeah.
Do easy reps. Let's see it.
3, 2,
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Looking good so far?
I feel good.
See it? Yes. Yes. No. There it is. Beautiful.
Happy with that?
Oh yeah. Should be. That was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
I can feel like I could do a few more, but I don't want to risk injuring myself. But yeah, happy with that. No pain.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, will you? Come on. Push. Yes. Push. Good. Up. Yes, come on. Push. One more.
Come on.
Push. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty good actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Now if I can just stay this strong.
For 5 paused reps. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That was it.
So that's the wrap for the video. Thank you again, Simon, for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, brilliant.
You know, I really needed a spot today and also some extra motivation. And really ecstatic with the numbers I pulled off today. 6 plates for 5 on the squat with a couple in the tank. 5 reps here, none in the tank, nonetheless. Far exceeded my expectations going to this workout. Still for confirmation, in a couple weeks time, I'm looking at my bloods tested to make sure that they are within normal range and that I'm not too over where I should be because I don't want to be on a mini cycle. You know, I really do want to be on TRT. But if I can start from here and maintain this all throughout prep and then hit even bigger numbers on 175 a week, I'll be over the moon. You know, I'll be super happy with that. Training itself, we mentioned a couple times about, you know, psychologically how even only losing 4 kg on the scale, but makes a big difference on your physique.
It's the fullness thing.
Exactly, fullness, hardness, not as rigid, don't feel as strong, but the workouts are much easier. My recovery between sets is so much shorter because I have lost weight. And I feel like I can go on much longer. Plus, when it comes to arm wrestling as well, I'm not getting pumped, I'm not getting blown up within a few minutes. So training itself is certainly easier, but you know, there's a trade-off. I'm not gonna lift that same ceiling that I had when I was on blast.
But you got to think about long-term health effects, which ultimately you want to be around for a long time doing
Exactly.
this, not just a short time. So I think overall, long-term, you're going to benefit a lot better with a smaller dose.
Exactly. And look, where I'm at today, even this would be something I'd be very satisfied with because again, it's been 10 years blasting straight, and while I did go on a cruise in that 10-year period, it may have only lasted for a month or two, right? So I never really got to see what I was really capable of. That's why I'm so excited about this journey. And thank you for joining me on it. And if you want to follow Simon, check out his gym in Birmingham, UK. Please click the link down below, and we will see you guys very soon in the UK.
Yeah, Ultimate Fitness, Birmingham, the Classic, 23rd of September.
Yes, sir. See you guys soon.
See you soon.